So I think we got a couple more. This time we want to identify the domain and range. We just want to read this graph from left to right. Where is the leftmost point in the x direction? Where is the rightmost point in the x direction to give us our domain? So as I go all the way to the left, it looks like this is -5. That's the furthest point. Because it is a dot, we will include that point. So this time we will do square bracket. -5 is the leftmost point. And then as I trace to the right, this looks like 5, 6, +7 is my rightmost point. And again, we will use square bracket. Those points are included. We know that because it's indicated by a solid dot. Move this guy. Okay, so now we want to do the range. We're going to go from the lowest point to the highest point. So how far down does my graph extend? Looks like -4. Again, solid dot. So we will put it in bracket, square bracket. And then how high up does it go? Looks like +4. Again, in square bracket. This function is broken into pieces, piecewise function. So we're still going to do the same thing. Find domain and range. How far to the left do I go? Looks like -8. Solid dot. It's going to be in a bracket, -8. Okay, as we go from left to right, look, we have a break. So right now, this is -5, -4, -3. I'm missing an x value. But if you trace straight up and down, you do get a point here. So we do get a point for x is -3, not here, but we get one here. Even if we got two of them, it's okay. So it's still almost as if this graph is connected, because I get all the way to -3, and I drop down and I pick back up here. So we're going from -8 all the way over -3. We keep going until we get to an x value of -1. Now notice, from -1 to 0, there's a space. So I don't get an x value for 0. So I'm going to stop there. From -1, comma, all the way until I get to, -8 all the way until I get to -1. Saying the wrong thing. So this graph, we get all x values from -8 to -1. Then we stop. When you do domain, we have to do union. So there's a break in the graph. Then we pick back up at +1 in bracket all the way over until we get to, looks like +5, also in a bracket. So there's a break between -1 and +1. We don't get any x values, so we have to separate that. But the rest of them we get. And then we want to do the range, so the lowest point to the highest point. Again, even though that point is missing, we have a solid line, so we do get a y value here at 1. So the lowest point is -4 in a bracket. Highest point goes up, there's a break, but all those y values are continuous and fluid until we get to 5, 6, +7, comma, 7 in a bracket. So you're just reading off the graph the lowest, the highest, the leftmost, the rightmost, to be able to answer this.